I was in the middle of filming a video for the new moon in Leo when I realized that I didn't have my iPad. So I left my iPad at work yesterday. I was trying to finish the video, but I knew there was no way I was going to be able to sit in front of the camera and like talk to y'all knowing that I didn't have my iPad, because a lot of times my iPad has my notes on it and stuff. So I'm currently on the way back to work, and 5:00. Of course, we're bumper to bumper already. I'm heading to go get my iPad, and then it's not far, but when I'm stuck in traffic like this, it takes me like 20 minutes to get here. So it's like I didn't want to come all the way down to the beach just for no reason, but I knew if I sat there and try to let myself like figure out what else I needed to go to the beach, it was going to take me longer. So I just said, because I almost made a circle and circled around and went back to my house to record the video knowing that my iPad was there. But I decided that I was going to go ahead and come down here. I shoved all my jewelry in a bag, so I'm going to be filming some sort of content. I'm going to at least try to. I didn't bring anything to like sit on, so we're probably not going to be... Oh boy, it makes me feel like I cleaned out the back of my car, you guys. It's moving season, so everything is crazy. It's Leo season, everything's crazy. Yeah, so I won't even have anywhere to sit if I do decide to make like a little bit of content with my new jewelry, with the new line. It's not a line, it's just like a different spin on the type of jewelry I already sell. I'm trying to get more niched with it, because I think in the beginning, like, having spirituality as a niche, like sometimes like growing up Christian, oh no, is it my tire popped? Sometimes growing up Christian, hold on, oh, I thought my tire was popped. But no, like growing up Christian, sometimes like it would be like a mental block for me to actually like sell things with like the evil eye on it, or like sell things with crystals, because you always got like those people in your family who are like, oh, what does this do, what is it for? And you can hear like the condescending tone in their voice, like they don't actually care like what the crystal does. They're just waiting on you to say the wrong thing so they can bring the Bible into it. So I'm actually getting into the things that I want to sell. Like I feel comfortable selling it, so that is, and it's my business, it's my name on the business, so it doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks, right, Peanut? So yeah, I guess I'll just keep you guys updated on the ride, because I'm in traffic for a while. And then marketing booth in the Friendlies on the beach, that's where I left it at. That's where I'm heading to. And I want some like chocolate ice cream. I've been craving like chocolate and stuff for a while. But yeah, that's another thing I'm like struggling with. I'm not struggling with my weight. Like I've been in between the same 2 to 5 pounds for the past 2 years. So like I've been pretty good at maintaining my weight. I mean, I would like to lose weight, but it's just, I know the way I eat, I'm not gonna lose the weight. And it's like I can't be consistent at the gym. Like I will go to the gym and I will crush it for like 2 weeks, and then I'll stop for like 4 weeks, and then we just keep going with that. So I don't know, but my co-star today told me that I should give into my desires, and I'm really desiring something chocolate, like a Frosty or like a sundae or something like that. And I'm heading to Friendlies. I mean, it's almost like the path was ordained for me to just go and get some chocolate ice cream, because I'm really mad that I have to go down to the beach. I'm gonna have to come back down here later. Well, I'm gonna have to go back up to or go back down to the south end, I should say, later on tonight. So I mean, the gas prices, I'm grateful that I can afford gas and that my car is really good on gas. I drive a Prius, so I'm really good on gas, but it's just, I didn't want to be in traffic right now. Like, I wasn't planning on being in traffic. Like, I have my setup, because tonight we're going to be I'm going to be showing you guys some methods of manifestation, like the fastest one that I've used, because we are in Leo season. You know, Leo is a fire sign, so everything's moving fast. Everybody's moving. It's like moving season in America, so everybody is on go. We're moving in, moving out. Leases are opening and closing. So we're going to do some rapid manifestations, make sure that we are moving into new spaces that serve us, make sure that we are setting positive intentions for the spaces that we do move into. Or if you got people moving back into your house, like a sibling, or if your kids are moving back in because they're coming home or something like that. So we're just gonna pray over our spaces and stuff like that, welcoming new energies and stuff, because mostly everybody is going through some type of move right now, or you got somebody moving in with you or moving out. You know, it's just just, you know, like with basically like college kids and like moving, coming back to school and leaving, because school's going to be starting back soon. So, you know, the kids will be moving in dorms. I miss that. One thing about college is like dorm season, you know, everybody's in Target and Walmart getting the storage bins and everything. So if I do decide to go to the beach today, since I cleaned up my trunk, I'm literally going to have to be out there. Only thing I have on me is jewelry, and I have the little coaster that I sit my jewelry on when I take pictures of it. So I'm literally just going to be out there barefoot taking pictures in the heat. I don't have an umbrella. I don't have anything. I wasn't prepared to come to the beach today, but we're already halfway there now. Made it to the beach to get some product photos. Let me tell y'all, that sun is hot. But look, I got it, but I stayed out here just long enough to do that. Look, I gotta go back on the inside with air conditioning. I'm back home. My iPad is secure. Today has been a long day. You can see I've changed clothes. It's almost 6 p.m. and I actually have to be out of the house in about an hour, so I'm gonna try to make this as fast as possible while also making it understandable. So first things you're going to need, this first method I'm going to show you is called the 2 cups method. Now every time I have used this, it has worked fairly fast, like give it a couple weeks, okay? So first of all, you're going to need, of course, 2 cups. They don't have to be the same cup. I just so happen to have the same cup, so I used it. You're also going to need 2 slips of paper, or you could use tape, just something. This is 1 sticky note. I cut it in half, but you're going to want something to stick to the cup, and you're going to need a pen. And so on your first sticky note, your first cup is going to be everything that you want to release for this quarter, like things that have been holding you back. So just for example, let's put self-sabotage. Another good one we're going to put on here is people pleasing. I know a lot of people are people pleasers. What else? Let's do fear. You can always release fear. Everybody could release some fear nowadays. It could be fear of, let's do fear of failure. That's more specific. And it doesn't have to be anything too much. You don't have to get too specific. This is right here. I put self-sabotage, people pleasing, fear of failure. So just anything that you feel like might be holding you back this season that you want to leave behind you. Ooh, another one. Toxic relationships. So we got self-sabotage, people-pleasing, fear of failure, and toxic relationships. So that's what we're going to be releasing. So that's your first sticky note, Then your second sticky note is going to be things that you want to embrace for this quarter, embrace for the season coming up. So let's do, let's put financial freedom. Everybody wants financial freedom, right? Harmonious relationships. Everybody wants those, right? Have to be all the way full. You're gonna label that cup of water with what you want to release. So on that cup, we have our self-sabotage, people-pleasing. Okay, it's 1 cup, and then of course on the other cup, it's what you're gonna label what you want to embrace for the new season. Okay, and here's what we're gonna do. Here's where the magic happens. Gonna take that cup, what you want to release, you're gonna dump it in to what you're manifesting. Now while you're doing this, you want to imagine all of the things that you want to get rid of are being transformed. That's the purpose of the water, is to transform what you're releasing into what you want to embrace. So you just focus on the water, and as that happens, that's what you're doing this whole time this water is pouring. Look at that. Isn't water beautiful? Look at that. And look, there's bubbles in the water. I don't know if you can see, but it makes bubbles. And bubbles are an indication of spirit guides. So then what you want to do, you can drink the water. Since I already did this today, I'm not going to drink that water, so I'm going to dump it out on the ground. So you can drink it or you can dump it, whichever one is comfortable for you. But that's method number 1. Now we're going to do method number 2. You're going to need some paper or a journal. You're just going to need a pen. It's called the 369 method. I believe it was introduced by Nikola Tesla. He had this like theory about the universe and how it like worked with numbers and like a continuum. And it was something about it was like a 6-pointed star, and then like I think the numbers went around and it bounced around. He said like that's how the universe worked, and that's how he came up with a lot of his theories that he tested and everything. So this method came about because of the 3 times you write the manifestation, the 6 times, and then 9 times. That's what you're going to do. So for the first 3, you're going to write this early in the day, like probably before 11 a.m. or right after 11 a.m. So it's going to be the first thing you think about. It's going to be whatever your manifestation is. So let's say you are manifesting a successful business. So just write that down 3 times. Successful business, successful YouTube career, successful diet. So in the afternoon, this is around like the middle of the day, probably like when you eat lunch or whenever you're starting to feel your day come down, you're going to write 6 times, but you're going to say it as if. So we already started off with successful business. So the next one we could say is, my business is, I'm talking to new clients every day. And we're going to write that 6 times. And this would be like in the middle of the day. So tomorrow during the middle of the day, like during lunch or something on the new moon, just second one's going to be 6 times. Your last section of writing is going to be at nighttime. And as you can probably guess, yes, you're going to write 9 times, but you're going to write as if the desire has already been fulfilled. So for the one we're doing, we could say, thank you for the 100 new orders we received this month. So that's what I'm going to do, and we're going to write that down 9 times. You do your 369, should look something like that. All right. Now on to method number 3. I know at the beginning of this video I said I had to be out of the house in about an hour. About an hour has passed by, so I'm going to run into this one really quickly. And this is called scripting. If you follow me on YouTube, not on YouTube, on Instagram at Auntie Lonnie's, I have done a video about this before. If you follow me on TikTok, I have done a video about this before also on TikTok. So what scripting is basically writing as if. So writing in the moment, writing from the perspective of the person who you are manifesting, of the person whose position you are manifesting. So for example, we're just going to write, I'm not going to write a whole story, but I am going to go just so you can understand how detailed and how this works. So it works by detail. So the more detailed you are, the faster it works. So I'm going to say, it is Tuesday morning. I woke up, walked onto my balcony that's overlooking all of Los Angeles, California. I'm not writing all of this down, but I'm writing bullet points. So, you see how I'm going into detail, like, where are you at? What does it look like? It's humid outside. The birds are chirping. Now, what can you see from that perspective? So, I see a small tea table, and right now I'm like visualizing. So I'm like visualizing this porch is like a small porch. It's like a little table and two chairs, and they have like a little tea set in the middle. There's some plants right there. You can see, you can overlook. You see, like there's like the infinity pool. You're overlooking. Like I'm visualizing this stuff as I'm writing it, and so that's how it works. So like when you start to script or when you start to write, especially if you are somebody who likes writing, I put this one last because not everybody's a writer. Not everybody is good at visualizing and stuff. But for me, like when I start writing like stuff like that, like when I write down, I'm walking outside and I'm not walking outside, like my brain automatically feels the scene. So I guess that's a blessing. That's a good thing. Like my brain just automatically fills in the scene, and then I can continue to write, and then the scene just continues to fill itself out. And so by the time I've realized that I've already written a page of this like fantasy land, and then I've been visualizing it. So when you visualize something, Abraham Hicks says it takes like 17 seconds for it to get the ball rolling, for it to start coming into the third dimensional reality. So like after I've written that whole page, it's like I know these things are coming to me now, and it feels good that they, even in my brain, like I don't have trouble like, oh, what am I trying to think, what am I seeing? Like I'm glad I don't have that. It just does it on its own. So it feels good, and feeling is the secret, like Neville Goddard says. So those are my 3 favorite manifestation methods. I will be using these every moon. These work the fastest for me. I hope you guys get similar results. If you do get results, or if this has woken something up inside of you, like if you didn't know scripting was a thing, if this helped you, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment or something. It really helps out my channel on the algorithm. But thanks you guys for tuning in. Bye.